Imagine a restaurant so exclusive you can't book a table. You have to be invited. It's not in Manhattan or Paris, but on Långholmen, a former prison on a quiet Stockholm island. Here, diners pay a fortune to eat inside a converted death row cell, surrounded by chilling history. The main draw isn't just the Michelin-starred food, it's the haunting past that lingers in the stone walls. Table 7 is the centerpiece, set in the cell that once held Sweden's most notorious criminals. The restaurant leans into its dark mystique, blending luxury with a genuine sense of unease. To dine here is to step into living history, with the heavy iron door closing behind you, shutting out the modern world. The silence is profound, broken only by the clink of cutlery and hushed whispers. The allure is undeniable, a mix of morbid curiosity and the desire for the ultimate exclusive experience. But beneath the glamour lies a far darker story, one that would soon force Sweden to confront a ghost from its past. The journey to Långholmen begins with a private boat, gliding through Stockholm's dark waters. The prison's silhouette looms, a grey fortress against the sky. Stepping onto the island, the air feels heavier, the world outside slipping away. Inside, you're led through stone corridors, past preserved iron doors, and into private dining cells set with crisp linen. The contrast is jarring, luxury collides with austerity. Cell 7, the most coveted, was once the final stop for the condemned. The walls are bare, scarred, with etchings from long-dead prisoners. A single barred window offers a sliver of sky. Guests speak of cold spots, whispers, and the feeling of being watched. This is more than novelty. It's psychological theatre, heightening every sense. Here, you're not just a diner, but a witness to history. The entire experience is a carefully orchestrated performance, and you are its star. Långholmen's story began as a state prison in the 18th century, a place of hard labour and fear. It housed everyone from petty thieves to political prisoners, but its darkest legacy was Sweden's last execution in 1910. Johan Alfred Ander was led from his cell to the guillotine, casting a long shadow over the island. The prison's roster included infamous criminals like Sven Duber, convicted of a brutal double murder in 1952. He died in his cell, insisting on his innocence. Life inside was harsh and isolating, especially for those on death row. The thick walls muffled all hope, and the architecture was designed to break the spirit. The prison closed in 1975, leaving the building dormant, a silent monument to a painful past. Stockholm was unsure what to do with it, erase it or let it crumble. Långholmen waited, its next chapter yet unwritten. The stage was set for its most unexpected transformation. Turning a maximum security prison into a luxury restaurant was a bold, controversial vision. Developers saw potential in the decay, aiming to preserve the building's oppressive atmosphere while welcoming guests. Renovations were grueling. Thick stone walls resisted modern upgrades. The original cell doors, barred windows, and stone floors were painstakingly restored. Each cell became an intimate dining room, its austerity embraced rather than hidden. Minimalist design highlighted the starkness, amplifying the drama of the setting. Guests weren't shielded from the building's grim reality. They were immersed in it. The chill of the stone, the echo of footsteps, the claustrophobic spaces, all part of the experience. The prison itself became the main course, serving up history and atmosphere alongside the food. The world soon took notice. With the space transformed, Långholmen set out to match its setting with world-class cuisine. Renowned chefs crafted menus that balanced innovation with Swedish tradition, echoing the building's dual identity. The restaurant became a global sensation. Table 7 was booked years in advance. Celebrities, billionaires, and politicians flocked for the bragging rights and the thrill. The guest experience was immersive. Menus looked like prison ledgers. Dishes had evocative names, and waitstaff doubled as storytellers. History wasn't just a backdrop, it was woven into every detail. Critical acclaim and media fascination fueled its legend. The harder it was to get a table, the more people wanted one. Långholmen became a destination, a bucket list item, and a testament to the power of a bold, controversial idea. But as its fame grew, so did the controversy. Longhomen's success sparked outrage. Was it ethical to dine for pleasure in a place of suffering? Critics accused the owners of commodifying tragedy, turning real despair into a theme park for the rich. Families of former inmates and victims saw it as a desecration, not a memorial. Their pain made the debate deeply personal, reminding everyone that this history was written in real lives. Defenders argued they were preserving history, not erasing it, saving the building from decay and sparking conversations about justice. They pointed to their museum and educational efforts as proof of respect. The debate raged in the press, making Longholmen a flashpoint for how societies confront difficult pasts. Should such places be solemn monuments or reintegrated into daily life? The restaurant existed in a moral grey zone, both a business success and a source of genuine discomfort. This tension became inseparable from its identity. Beyond ethics, Longhomen was haunted by persistent rumours of ghosts, especially in Cell 7. Staff and guests reported chills, whispers, and the feeling of being watched. Kitchen workers saw pots move on their own. Cleaners glimpsed shadows in empty corridors. Waiters dreaded Cell 7, some refusing to enter alone. One claimed to see a spectral man at the table after guests had left. Diners described overwhelming sadness, vibrating glasses, and strange anomalies in photos. These stories fueled the cell's mystique, making reservations even more coveted. Management played coy, neither confirming nor denying the hauntings, but privately used the tales as powerful marketing. The ghost of Cell 7 became the restaurant's most famous, silent resident. But soon, the legend would collide with a shocking reality. In 2024, a loose stone in Cell 7 revealed a hidden bundle of letters, written by Sven Duberg, the man convicted of double murder in 1952. The letters detailed his innocence, naming another man as the real killer and providing evidence he couldn't present at trial. Duberg feared he'd be silenced, insisting he had no heart condition. The discovery forced authorities to reopen the case. Experts authenticated the letters and confirmed Duberg's account. The investigation exposed corruption and a devastating miscarriage of justice. Duberg was innocent, likely murdered in his cell. The ghost of Longholmen now had a name, a face, and a tragic story. The restaurant's carefully crafted narrative collapsed. Cell 7 was no longer a chic experience, but a grim reminder of injustice. Table 7 closed immediately. Management issued a public apology. The fantasy was shattered, replaced by the ugly truth hidden in the walls all along. Sweden was forced to reckon with its past. The real haunting was not supernatural, but the ghost of an innocent man. Today, Longholmen's future is uncertain, its identity forever changed by the truth about Sven Duberg. Cell 7 is sealed, the waiting list gone, and the restaurant struggles under the weight of its own history. The story is now about a profound failure of justice, not the thrill of dining in a prison. The paradox that once drew crowds, luxury and suffering, has become its greatest liability. Sweden faces hard questions. How should we remember places of injustice? Can they ever be repurposed for pleasure? Longholmen stands as a cautionary tale about romanticizing the past without understanding its pain. The ghost stories now feel like exploitation, not entertainment. The real ghost was always the unresolved injustice, finally brought to light. Whether the restaurant closes or finds a new purpose, its legacy is forever changed. The Longholmen story is a stark reminder. The past is never truly past, and some truths refuse to stay buried.